Hey Brew Crew, Rozy'z is here. Today we are going to be reviewing our above the line and below the line paperwork. This is going to be posted in all of our locations, and we talk about it when we have new hires, but this is something that I want to do a refresher on and keep in our mind at all times for all employees. So this is our paperwork for below the line and above the line. So as you can tell right here, we have our line drawn, and this is talking about the actions that are below the line and actions that are above the line. Our goal at Rozy'z Hot Shots is to always be above the line and not to have any actions below the line. We are empowering each and every one of our employees to call each other out in a tactful and gracious manner when our actions are falling below the line. So that's something that everybody is responsible for, and I really want you guys to own your vibe. So I'm not always there, a manager's not always there, but you guys on your shift are there. And so owning your vibe and owning your shift is going to be about following procedures and policies and living our culture, living the character qualities that are super important to us, which is fun and integrity and kindness, following our procedures and being a team player are just to name a few of them. So this, as you can see, OAR spells or, and that is all about paddling your own boat. You are being proactive, you are in charge, and you are taking ownership of your actions. You are accountable for everything that you do, everything that you say, every action that you take, you are taking accountability for it, and then you're being responsible. So you are responsible for your attitude, you're responsible for your vibe, you're responsible for your duties, and you are responsible for your shift. And that is being above the line. All of those actions are above the line, and that will make you a victor in life. So these are tools and mindset that will get you far in life. We're not just talking about being successful at Rozy'z Hot Shots, but we want you to be successful in your whole life. In your marriage, in your friendships, with your family, in your workplace. We want you to be successful, and these are some great tools and mindsets that will keep you successful in all areas of your life. Things that are below the line are going to be right here. So blame shifting, never taking responsibility for your actions, always blaming it on your customer, blaming it on your other girl, blaming it on you're not feeling good. There's always someone else to take that responsibility, and you're kind of brushing it off. Excuses. That's another one, is again not taking responsibility for your actions, your attitude, and the vibe that you're exuding. And then denial. So that's a big one too, is not owning your stuff, not owning it. And it's never your fault. It's always everybody else's. There's always an excuse. So those are actions that are below the line. So again, we are empowering each and every one of our team members to hold each other accountable. And it can be, we want it to be, and we want it to start out being super easy. Like, hey girl, that's below the line. Or hey, let's really focus on getting our vibe above the line. It doesn't have to be a huge issue, but it's a reminder of things are starting to get a little below the line. So when you are seeing procedures and policies or things that you know aren't up to the Rozy'z standard, that's when you should call somebody out on it. We don't want you to have to wait to talk to a manager or an assistant manager or pass it on the next time you see one of them. This is stopping it right then on that shift, doing a nice reminder like, hey, that's not what we are about as a team. That's not what we're about at Rozy'z Hot Shots. And then also the person who is getting reminded, you need to be gracious about it, and you need to see that it's coming from a place of, hey, let's work as a team, or hey, I don't know if you're kind of aware of how or what you're doing, but it's not following our guidelines. So if you see somebody who has a bad attitude, if someone is always on their phone and taking our cell phone policy and abusing it, if they're not making drinks to our standards, if their customer service isn't that fabulous, each and every one of you should be able, and it's almost your responsibility to do a little bit of a call out for your team members. If you need help with this, contact a manager. We work really hard on being tactful because we don't want to destroy relationships at the stand. So we have tips and tricks that can help you be strong in our standards and our character and not hurt other people and not hurt relationships. All right, you guys, thanks for taking a coffee break with me, and I'll see you at the stand.